is iconic Lambeau Field. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New England Patriots and the Green Bay Packers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Dobbs made the day 3 of the draft, and Green Bay loves the dimension he brings to their group of receivers, and that's speed. The head coach really wanted someone who could take the top off of the defense in the draft, and they got it in Romeo Dobbs out of Nevada. You can easily see him getting steadily more and more targets as the weeks go on.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Packers at 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He hits Dobbs on the crosser. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Romeo Dobbs, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing Jones. And that's complete downfield to Parker. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Jones. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Now a play fake here on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Rodgers. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise him and catch him off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got it. Touchdown. Jacoby Myers from 8 yards out. And the Patriots are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 44, Jones, open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into pop.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a 1st down now, playing behind the sticks.
And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. From midfield, here's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. A nightmare of a 1st half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones setting up the screen. Harris. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones. That's caught by Myers. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's Myers again with another catch. Touchdown, Patriots! Jakobi Myers with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Folk, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From the 6. And he returns this to the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Back to throw. Jones looking for Thornton, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Rodgers finds his man, Dobbs.
Let's go, y'all.
So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both these teams getting a chance to dry out, maybe change their cleats if need be. But halftime's just about over. Time to get back to it. And for the call of the second half, here's Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this is Parker, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. Off-play action, Jones. Complete, Hunter Henry with the grab. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there.
Touchdown! Tyquan Thornton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And now here's another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.